Hey everyone, today we're going to review for the Florida Civics EOC. The standard that we're going to be looking at is SS.7.C.3.3, which says to illustrate the structure and function of government in the U.S. as established in the Constitution. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Virtual History 360. I'm Mr. Wade, and this is Flipping Civics. Today we are reviewing for the EOC, so let's get started. Standard 3.3 is all about the structure of our government. What does that mean? Well, to find out, you just have to look at the Constitution. The document itself is broken up into 7 articles, but it's the first 3 that I'm going to focus on today. You see, these articles are the ones that outline the 3 branches of our government. Article 1 is the legislative branch. This is the lawmaking branch of the government, the one that is most closely related to the ordinary citizen, the one most responsible for a lot of little details that make our country run. When you think about this legislative branch, you think of Congress, the name, right? And a departure from the Articles of Confederation, which was unicameral, meaning it only had 1 house. Our current legislative branch is bicameral, meaning it has 2 houses. These are the Senate and the House of Representatives. The Senate has a 6-year term and the House has a 2-year term. The Senate is given a longer term so they don't have to worry about campaigning as much, and the House is better regulated by the people that way. Certain powers of Congress are enumerated or written directly. These include the powers to collect taxes, coin money, make laws, create an army, impeach officials, and approve presidential appointments or treaties. The second article, moving on, deals with the executive branch. When you hear this, you probably think of the president. The president is the head of this branch, so that makes sense. A presidential term is 4 years, and they are elected by the Electoral College, not by the popular vote. Now, that is a whole other conversation to be had, but nevertheless, it's our system today. The main job of the executive branch, getting back to it, is to enforce the laws. But there are other duties. This includes the power to send troops into combat, even though the Senate must be the ones that declare war. Also, the power to make treaties, but again, the Senate must approve them. And the power to nominate people to serve in the cabinet, the Supreme Court, or other positions. But guess what? The Senate has to confirm these as well. Now, the president also has the power to grant pardons, except in the cases of impeachment. Makes sense, right? Let's talk about impeachment for a second. The process has to be started in the House of Representatives. Now, just because the process has started, that doesn't mean this person gets removed from office. Okay? The case then moves to the Senate, and they're the ones that have the final vote to determine guilt. Sounds an awful lot like a court, doesn't it? Kinda is, but we have more than that. We also have Article 3, which outlines the judicial branch. At the head of the judicial branch is the Supreme Court. This is the highest court in the land, and the justices serve for life. This is also the last stop on the appellate journey. Appeal? Get it? The decisions made here are final and can only be changed with different cases later heard by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court only has original jurisdiction in certain cases, such as ones dealing with ambassadors, the Navy issues, arguments between states, or problems involving our government. All other cases must be heard at a lower level first. Just ask Stephen Marbury about that. He tried to go straight to the Supreme Court to settle his case against James Madison, and John Marshall said he couldn't rule on the case because he did not have jurisdiction. Marbury v. Madison is also the case that established judicial review. Wow. This is what gave the Supreme Court its biggest power, where it could rule if laws written by Congress and signed by the President were constitutional or not. This is how the Supreme Court exercises checks and balances. The President can veto bills he does not like, and Congress can override those vetoes with a 2/3 vote in each house. The President can appoint members to positions in the executive and judicial branches, but Congress has to confirm, and all 3 of the branches are connected this way. This way they keep each of them from gaining too much power. Checks and balances. Now, I think that about covers SS.7.C.3.3. What do you think? Leave a comment below if you have any other questions that I might be able to help you out with. While you're there, go and hit that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those alerts so you can keep up with the Civics EOC review videos that I keep making. Between your teachers in these videos, I know you're going to rock that test. So let's keep rolling, alright? Now, if you want to find out more, check out some of these other videos by clicking on the side over here. We have other civics videos as well as U.S. history, world, pancakes. We got a lot. Don't forget the 360 videos. I know you're going to like them, so go ahead and check them out. So, for Virtual History 360, I'm Mr. Wade. Thank you.